Good morning. You are welcome to Lislo TV 247. Uh, we saw the news yesterday how some gunmen invaded college in Oji River in Enugu State and abducted like three students. What is your reaction towards this?
Yeah, good morning. It's a pleasure being here with you.
Mm,
It's quite unfortunate. This has been a recurrent decimal.
mm,
It is no longer, of course, a new news
mm,
that Nigerians have been invaded, that
mm,
Nigerians are, of course, being invaded anytime, any moment.
mm,
It's quite unfortunate that this happens. You begin to ask, where are the security operatives?
mm,
Where are the intelligent gatherings? They would have made this at the port if they have, of course, gathered intelligence.
mm,
And who are these people? Did they fall from heaven? That is important. Of course, if we must solve the issue of insecurity, unfortunately, the body language of the government presupposes that they are complicit to this because the primary responsibility of any responsible government is the welfare and safety of our citizens.
mm,
And when the any government fails in this primary responsibility, you consider that government as a failed government. So people's life cannot continue to be wasted in such dastardly manner.
mm,
How could an institution of higher learning be left so porous, unprotected? It's quite unfortunate, jeopardizing the life of innocent students, undergraduates, who came to better their lives. But perhaps nobody have told us or security operatives that they have apprehended or arrested the culprits.
mm.
They are flagged as at the point of reporting.
Yes.
So, but this is not the first time. Unfortunately, it's not the second, it's not the third, and if so sadly will not be the last. So what is happening is a reflection of the decadence and the insensitivity on the part of government.
Okay.
The governments are not prioritizing the safety and well-being of our citizens.
Mm,
Otherwise, if in a civilized society, or perhaps a society that values the life of our citizens and prioritize their safety, those perpetrators would have been arrested and, of course, uh, made to face the wrath of the
mm,
law. But unfortunately, do we have the law?
mm,
The security operative, the chief of defense staff, have told Nigerians that don't think your safety is guaranteed.
mm,
We are not magicians. We can't be everywhere.
mm,
And because it can't be everywhere, it is now the free of all fight.
mm.
The hooligans, the bandits, and every other miscreants take, of course, the opportunity to unleash mayhem on Nigerian people and the populace. It's quite unfortunate.
Sir, do you think this is support when Nigeria government fail? I mean, Nigeria operative. I mean security. Okay, you have something. Do you acknowledge the presence of ESN in the southeast? To start with,
The
I mean their
ESN,
activities. Do you acknowledge it? Do you believe in them?
well, as much as I know, based on the statements of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafran, the reason for the creation of ESN
Okay.
the Eastern Security Network was to guide the forest as forest guides.
Okay.
You see, against the Fulani marauders or invaders
Invaders.
who came to kill and to destroy, to rape our mothers, to kill and protect everyone they see in our farmland.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, the senators, the governors of the eastern region, who unfortunately collect security votes running into billions, do not prioritize the safety of the people. And they moved against the ESN. Up to today, ESN is being fought against. You see? And that has created much lacuna and opportunity for the miscreants, most of them who are government agents, they are used as thugs during the election
Hmm.
to get the perpetrate themselves within the corridor of power. And now coming back with the guns handed over to them to unleash mayhem on the masses. And unfortunately, the same government failed to protect the people.
Hmm.
So ESN, of course, is the original intention was to protect the forest from
Okay.
foreign invaders.
Hmm.
But such was sabotage to some greater extent, and this have given room to what is happening today.
So because maybe government have come down upon them and they were the activities have been reduced, but if not so, do you think they can rescue those victims? Because where I'm really going is that we have ESN, then we have Biafra Liberation Army. I will be glad if they can prove themselves to be worthy of protecting the Biafran land by go to the forest, rescue this victim, and prove to the federal government that see what your agent can't do, we can do it. That's the scenario I'm looking at. Do you think it's possible?
Well, for me, is it the ESN and the government
Mm.
institutions are at war?
Now,
So you cannot decipher, you cannot exactly tell who are the mastermind of this action. And
okay,
the ESN are not after the indigenous persons. They are not
okay,
killing their brothers. They are not kidnapping them for ransom. So those who allow, who created that lacuna for these invaders to infiltrate the regions, Enugu has a border with the north and the Benue and all that. So if the government of Enugu State, Peter Mba, fail to protect the masses, so the life of these victims should be, of course, required of him. He should give account of whatever happens to them. Well, for the Biafra Liberation Force and Resistance, uh, I mean, well, I'm not in the know of if the presence is well established in Enugu and the Barons, but whatever be the case, I hope, of course, the locals, indigenous persons, would come up the farm unions and
mm,
see how to get these things, of course, not to repeat again.
mm,
Because depending on counting on the governor, they will all be massacred.
mm, mm. So, let's go to your states, neighboring states. You mentioned Benue State now. The same thing also happened in Benue State of recent. Even like 20 people were abducted. So, what is your reaction towards that? Is it maybe because Enugu share border with them? Maybe after they finish the activities in the Benue, then they go to Enugu. What do you think? So this thing, your state, I mean, your governor cannot take care of your state and also take care of the Benue at the same time. So what is your suggestion? What do you
That
think they
is
should
the
do?
failure of leadership.
Mm,
The government of Nigeria has the responsibility, statutory responsibility, constitutional responsibility of protecting life and property within the Nigerian
mm,
uh, defined territories.
mm,
So when they felt that in that primary responsibility, they are telling us they are not a government. They have
mm,
lost their legitimacy
mm,
over those regions.
mm,
This informed the reason why the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, Simon Ekpa, is calling for an end, the legitimization of the Nigerian presence of government within the defunct Biafran territory.
mm.
Because the life of those people, indigenous persons, are no longer guaranteed. Just as it's been reported in national dailies yesterday, that the leaders have indicted the governors, the politicians,
Mm.
for the genocide